blockchain conferences on Twitter. 3+ proven, easy methods. How to stay tuned in from anywhere no matter what month, no matter what region. Automated Twitter monitoring can make it a lot easier to keep track of what's coming up, no matter what your industry is. As you may very likely know, the conference circuit for blockchain and the entire crypto space is expansive. Often we also hear that 2017 was some sort of apex, but apparently nobody told the conference organizers. More dates, more new groups, and more exotic locations were a huge part of the 2018 blockchain conferences on Twitter calendar, even if attendance was down just as much as the overall market caps in the space. There were certainly no shortage of awesome events to attend. Now, it's important to remember that like any other industry, conferences are largely about networking, but regardless of where the value proposition lies, the space is absolutely large enough now to warrant extra attention in order to drill down to the actual valuable stuff we all attend these things for. Twilert is a service that allows you to set up automated alerts for the entire Twitter sphere. Utilizing monitoring can absolutely minimize the amount of scrolling one has to do while searching Twitter for actionable info, whether that info is relevant to your industry, your small business, your marketing campaign, or your conference schedule. Twilert allows its users to include operators and conditions in their alerts. These can be applied to any search terms, profiles, or hashtags. Simply monitor blockchain conferences on Twitter with the basic query. They can also be applied to geography. Twilert has a map interface that allows for geotagging and referencing specific cities, neighborhoods, or any radius at all for the full stack of alerts that are set up inside of a user's profile. Automating some systems for identifying both high-value conversations as well as high-value events can be critical. I know I've stumbled into some of my best conversations quite by accident at crypto conferences, but just by identifying some of the thought leaders in the space and keeping tabs on who will be where, I've been able to maintain some of those conversations quite a lot longer than I otherwise would have been able without Twitter monitoring. Let's take two examples here. The first is Unconfiscatable, at Unconfiscatable on Twitter, a smaller conference organized by @ToneBase specifically aimed at BTC enthusiasts, hodlers, carnivores, influencers and developers alike. Leah Wild was there as well as Max Keiser, and despite being held in Vegas, which I hear can get pretty wild, no serious harm seems to have been done to anyone during the conference, allegedly. Setting up alerts on some of the BTC enthusiasts, or dare I say maximalists, would have allowed me to optimize a who's who so to speak before the event, and draw common denominators about what I would be getting myself into beforehand. This plays out on a higher layer as well, where if I wanted to repeat conferences like this one, I could alter my alerts to show results for #blockchain conference but not #Ethereum using the operators or conditions that are available inside of the Twilight dashboard. Complicated doesn't have to be difficult. Maybe I'm agnostic enough to be into the concept of smart contracts and Turing-complete blockchain protocols. Maybe I am hoping to shake hands with a Vitalik Buterin somewhere, or hear Edel Slightman get a crowd excited about decentralizing the social media space through new data governance models. Let's use CoinAgenda for this example. Mikhail Turpin organizes this one. It runs the gamut, ecos, DAGs, decentralization and policy are all fair game, and much like many of the differences between any two conferences in the same industry, a lot are subtle and not readily available to the average outsider. Smart contracts and blockchain protocols aside, the point is that I can utilize hashtags and tweets by all of these influencers to pare down exactly what I am searching for in my stack of alerts. I can become informed at increasingly granular levels by leveraging what I learn against what I ask to be informed of next. I didn't get to shake hands with Vitalik by the way, but I added a ton of bright and welcoming believers and enthusiasts to my Rolodex as well as my alerts list. Keeping track of the space can be hard enough without scrolling constantly. The Twilert team is small and eager to add functionality. They remain approachable and responsive. This is a big industry, with offerings that range all the way up to 5 and 6 figures at the enterprise level. Regardless of whether your need is personal or agency-sized, giving the Twilert software trial a run is absolutely going to expose you to more ideas about how to track info in the space, keep your business relevant and informed, and deliver the results you need for your team and your project. Affordable and easy, and 2 words that come to mind a lot while using Twilert. Head over and get signed up. Maybe we'll see you on the conference circuit.